Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Apple Rewind. Today's episode is getting recorded a little earlier. I'm actually not going to be able to do it this weekend. I have some other plans. So I wanted to at least get one out there, link these wallpapers since I know you guys are really a fan of them, and tell you a little bit about how the RC's been and what to expect. So if you saw our review video basically on what iOS 26.1 RC entailed, it really had three pillar changes, and then we'll talk about performance and battery. The first main change is, well, really what a lot of people are talking about here, and that is this liquid glass display toggle. Nothing crazy here really, but it is an option, and it's really kind of a change for how Apple operates. Usually they're under the impression that what they know is best, and to give users the choice to change a complete UI setting like this is kind of new and unheard of. But you do have clear and tinted options. Even though tinted is still liquid glass in nature, you can still see through it. It's just not as transparent as it is in the clear phase. So a lot of people are talking about this. They would prefer a slider bar here to be able to fully customize it, but that is unfortunately not the case, and I would not anticipate Apple dropping it. Then we have the camera change here, where on the lock screen right down here, you can turn on and off the ability to swipe to open the camera. So for the longest time on the lock screen, if you swipe to the left, it would go ahead and open the camera. This was kind of overkill because you had to swipe to get it. You can always just long press here. If you have an eligible device with the camera control button, it was there. It's just repetition and kind of unnecessary here. That was one of the other ones. And then also, I didn't realize, like I said in our other video, that this was such a big deal, but people clearly did not like haptics in the phone app to where it would play haptics when a call is either connected, dropped, or ended, or anything like that. Now they added a toggle to be able to turn this on and off. So if that's something that bothered you, you now have the ability to toggle that as needed. I personally like it. It's great to have another cue to know when a call is connected. But yeah, a lot of people might not have liked that too much. And then if you are a numbers fan, we did run a Geekbench score right here a couple days after the update finished installing, simply because everything's indexing, and right after the first day, we just, the numbers are too skewed. So as you can see here, the RC, or really release candidate and final build, as long as this build number is the same as what's released in the couple days, it did improve on single core and multi-core scores. For the single core, we got a 3861, which is up from the 3694. And multi-core from 9591 in beta 4 to 9847. So definitely nice gains here. Keep in mind, you can see historically how it was from this beta cycle, but it is actually pulling in the best numbers in 26.1's release cycle. So always good to see there as well. As far as release goes, we can anticipate that 26.1 will go public around November 3rd, which is only a couple days away. Possibly on the 4th. I don't think it will push another day, but since this did come out really one day and then a couple hours later than usual, it is always possible that this won't release right on time. So just something to be aware of there. Again, not a big deal, but I would definitely assume 26.1 to come out in a couple of days. Also, if you guys are excited for the next beta, 26.2, Beta 1, that can also be dropping next week as well. And I'm honestly thinking if we get the release of 26.1 on Monday the 3rd, on the 4th we might actually get the first beta of 26.2, and we really don't have a lot of ideas what's going to be in this. We have ideas of what should be coming that Apple really talked about, but no confirmation on new features yet. And since this 26.1 release was kind of muted as far as new features and all that, aside from what I showed you, this could hopefully have a lot of new features, changes, and other improvements. Obviously the big one, hopefully more stability, better battery life, but I will say yet again, 26.1 RC is about right back on track to where iOS 26 was when we first picked up our new 17 Pro Max. It was awesome then. It kind of really tanked when we installed 26.1 Beta 1, but it seems to be back and stabilized now as well. So those are really the bigger items, really a recap of 26.1, what to expect and when to expect 26.2. But there was not a whole lot of other stuff going on this week with Apple. Hopefully, we will see a release of the new Apple TV here in the near future. You know how they're going through the rebrand of all that. But aside from that, it's really unknown what's going to go on right now with Apple. So I'm excited. I'm curious to see. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys are liking it, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.